Baby, some more ammunition, another window for those dissenting voices to pile on and jump off the Gerrit Cole Express. Let me tell you something right now, Tiki. I purposely said to Tiki, I don't even know where you stand on this.
Yeah.
And I don't want to know until 10:02 in the morning. Do not give me any opinions on Cole until we start the show.
Yes.
Let me say this, all right, up front. Number one, I'm still rolling with Gerrit Cole, and here's why, all right? I don't care who you're talking about. It could be Pedro. It could be Maddox. It could be Unit. It could be a healthy DeGrom, Clemens, the best of the best, Gibson, Drysdale, Koufax, you name any one of them. When you make 35 starts over the course of a baseball season, you are going to invariably walk out of that bullpen and go to the mound at least, I don't care how good you are, 5 or 6 times with nothing.
Yeah.
It happens all the time. He had nothing. He got hit. Yankees won. You can abandon your boy Cole. I'm sticking with him.
I'm not sure I'm abandoning him, but I will say this. October 5th of last year, 2021, 2 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 runs, and 2 home runs. So watching the game last night where he gave up 5 home runs in that very short outing made me think I can't trust Gerrit Cole in a big spot. I just can't do it right now, BT. And I know there's a long season ahead.
How was the last not a big spot? It's the Twins in June.
It's not a big spot at all.
Okay.
It's not a big spot at all.
So did you think that before the game that you couldn't trust Gerrit Cole?
No. There was some wavering in my mind whether or not I could. Let's put it this way. I want to trust Gerrit Cole. I really do. He's paid a ton of money. He's supposed to be our ace of aces. And after many years, as we talked about yesterday, of not having an ace with Tanaka and CC aging and trying to, Hap was there. He wasn't ever going to be an ace, but you know what I mean. Trying to find whoever the ace was going to be for the Yankees, we finally have it. And I can say it because there's been too many inconsistencies this year where I just don't believe that he could be trusted in a critical situation.
Inconsistencies. The guy had one bad start in Detroit when it was freezing. He walked a bunch of guys. He got lit up last night. Before last night, his ERA was under 3.
But it's the Minnesota
Twins,
who
are a very good offensive team.
Yeah, okay, but it's
and a
Gerrit
good team,
Cole.
Period.
It's Gerrit Cole versus Minnesota Twins. I want you to take care. Again, this is the you're supposed to conversation. You're supposed to beat up on the Minnesota Twins.
Dude, those guys get paid too.
Which, by the way, they ultimately did.
Yes.
The Yankees did beat up on the Minnesota Twins and put on a 10 spot. But this isn't about the Yankees. The Yankees are fantastic. They can win in so many different ways. Right? We know that they can win in so many different ways. Hell, Joey Gallo hit 2 home runs last night.
We unlocked him. Exactly. And here comes Aaron Hicks as well.
But this is not about Joey Gallo. This is not about Aaron Hicks, who's hit a lot the last couple of days.
Yes.
Right? It's not about Aaron Judge, who's going to win the MVP. It's not about Nasty Nestor, who had a great run and had a bad outing on his last time out.
And by the way, not nearly as bad as Cole. Defense betrayed Nestor the other night.
This is about Gerrit Cole.
Yeah, that's right.
Ace of the New York
Yankees.
Who
I'm sticking with.
Who I don't know if I can trust. In fact, I'm not trusting him until he proves it otherwise in a big situation.
So until Gerrit Cole wins the World Series, you won't trust him?
Yeah,
by the way, that's fair.
For $34 million a year. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so what if he was making $17 million? Why does money matter?
Because he's paid to be the greatest. And if you're the greatest and you don't show up,
let me ask you a question.
You're not the greatest.
Hold on a second. Before last night, was he an all-star?
Yes.
I mean, yes.
Yes.
Is he an all-star still? The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so
it's not about being an all-star. It's not being an ace. It's not about being, this icon from a hero from the Astros. It's not about any of that. Mm-hmm. It's about when you put him in a situation where we know the Yankees are going. The Yankees are going there, BT, right? They're making the post 99.8%.
It was 99% the other day.
Almost 100%. You can't ever be 100%.
I'll check in a second, yeah.
But
it may have gone over 100%.
As close to 100% as you can potentially be.
Can it go over 100 for these guys?
Maybe.
Well, you could get 103 on a test in school, so why not?
I think I saw on Baseball Reference, there's a 19% chance that they're winning the World Series. But is Gerrit Cole the guy you're
99.5 98.5% postseason, 99.7 win projection.
That's right. So are they making the postseason?
Yes.
Yes. Are they going to be stuck in a wild card?
No.
Probably not.
Will Gerrit Cole be in the middle of victories? Yes. That's my bottom line.
Yes, but do you trust him in a game where he has to win?
Well, here's the thing.
That's the question.
Okay, now
we're questioning.
But that's the semantic game, because you know why? And now there's a deeper layer to this. Now, if the Yankees didn't have a bullpen, if the Yankees didn't have bats, if
Which
the Yankees
they do.
Oh, God, yes.
Both of the bullpen's been great. Clay Holmes is unbelievable.
Oh, he's the closer.
Stay injured, and we're all just chatting.
But no, he's the star. Even when Chapman, who's starting to throw.
I know, I'm just saying.
No, Holmes is the starter.
Michael King, fantastic.
Who had a rough stretch, but is getting back on track. Gerrit Cole, see, this is what bothers me. And see, there's nothing that I can do today to change opinions. Like, I realize I will grant you this. Until Gerrit Cole walks off the mound, either in the Bronx or in Toronto or down in Tampa or in Fenway or in Minnesota or wherever else they might play in the playoffs this year, all right? And the calendar says October.
Yep.
And next to his name it says 7 1/3, 4 hits, 8 whiffs, 1 walk, 2 runs, Yankee win. There's going to be resistance. I get that. But I'm just saying, for the record, middle of June I don't care. I don't care if he gave up 9 home runs last night. Dude, it happens. These guys aren't robots.
Yeah.
And I'm as critical as anybody.
I'm just going,
I am as let me ask you a question. Name somebody more critical than me in sports radio.
No, there's not many.
There's not many.
There's not many.
I mean, I think that I'm fair.
Of course you are.
But I think I'm pretty critical because I have high expectations.
Yes.
And I'm not going to give him a pass, but I am looking at the larger body of work.
Yeah.
He's been really, really good.
He has been, but I go back and look at the last couple of games. Tampa, he pitched well. All right, gave up only 1 run. Actually, let's forget that. Go back to Detroit. It's almost a perfect game.
The Detroit game at home.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Maybe that taxed him. Who knows? But Detroit, he was phenomenal. The game before that against Tampa, he was really good as well. Mm-hmm. Even against Baltimore, where he pitched 8 innings, but he gave up 5 runs. Like he grinded through that. And they ended up losing that game, but it's still. This one where he has these really short outings, they just worry me. They make me say, can I trust him in a big situation? Because I can't help but think about what happened in the postseason last year, in the wild card game against the Red Sox, in that moment where this is what we pay Gerrit Cole for, this is what we brought him here. He got rocked.
He was
by
hurt.
The Reds.
He was hurt.
Okay, but
he was
whatever.
Hurt. That's why he didn't win the Cy Young. He took his hamstring.
He took the mound, right? And if you take the mound, you got to give me what you're supposed to give me, and he didn't.
Let me ask you this, though. And I don't want to make this about Cole and Nestor, because Nestor's not coming off a great start, though the defense wasn't good.
Yeah.
When you say you don't trust Cole, all right, fine. I can hear that part of it. I get it. But how can you, I'm not saying you in general, how can you then say, I fully trust Nestor? How can you say that?
I mean, because Nestor.
To me, that's just insincere.
Nestor has had one bad outing.
But he's had 1/2 of a good season.
I understand that
in his career.
But I can't look at history in baseball.
Well, you're looking at Gerrit Cole's history.
Especially
you're looking at Gerrit Cole's history.
I'm looking at his immediate history. But what makes us say Gerrit Cole is an ace is because you go back and you look over the course of his career when he was with Pittsburgh, when he was with Houston, and he was elite, man. We know it. That's why he's making so much money with the New York Yankees. But as a New York Yankee, like the immediacy of his tenure is this last outing where he gave up 5 home runs, which is a Yankee record.
All right.
It's a record.
All right.
It's not like, he flirted with a record. He was really bad. It's a record.
I got you.
Right? It's just, and you couple that with what happened immediately in the last postseason, it just sends I need him to prove it for me. I want to love him, but I need him to prove it for me. And with Nestor, it's different. Nestor's up and coming.
We've seen Nestor for 6 months.
I know,
3
but he's
this
up
year,
and coming.
3 last year.
But,
Come on.
Way,
and I love the kid, but
I'm not saying I trust Nestor.
So you don't trust anybody for a team that's going to win 102 games is what you're saying.
But what I'm saying is that I probably trust Nestor more than I do Gerrit Cole.
Well, that's unfounded to me.
That's
unfounded.
That's the eye test for 2022.
Okay.
That's the eye test for 2022. That's all we can talk about.
All right. 877-337-6666. Tiki and Tierney on the Fan inside the Town Fair Tire Studio at Friends at Town Fair. Remind you that you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Somebody please check on little Jet Roberts, the devout Rangers fan that he has become. Oh, we're going to get to that. Oh, jeez.
It was a great game, man.
The third period was horrendous. Let's get to Billy in Bloomfield, New Jersey. What's happening, Billy? How are you today?
Hey, BT, what's up? I love you guys. I just got to call you out on one quick thing here. You can't say at this point that Gerrit Cole is still an all-star.
Sure I can.
Hang on. He's 19 in the American League in ERA, 3.67 ERA.
Okay.
You want to know how you trust Nestor Cortez more? Because he has a sub-2 ERA. That's why you trust him more.
But Billy, you don't think that for a team that is going to win 60 games by the All-Star break, you can have two starters?
Oh, look, Cole absolutely is great, and he's going to start for us in the playoffs, but he's not an All-Star right now, and I trust Nestor more than him. That's all.
Okay, no, listen, I respect that. I think he's an All-Star. It almost doesn't matter because we'll get the answer eventually here, but we'll see. It's funny. For somebody who sometimes overreacts, I'm not overreacting to what I view as a real outlier.
Well, you know
just
why?
A real anomaly.
You know why? You know why, BT? Because they won the game. They found a way to come back and dominate the Minnesota Twins in a way that just didn't seem possible 4 or 5 innings into the game.
Maybe that softens it, but I'm still being true to my eyes.
If they had lost this game and therefore lose the series to the Minnesota Twins.
Big deal. It's one series.
I understand that, but it's the Minnesota Twins.
The Twins aren't that bad, dude. You got to stop saying it like that.
I'm not saying that they're bad.
Put a little respect on that name.
I'm just telling you that the Yankees have won
over here.
41.
This guy's disrespecting the Twins.
No, I'm not.
The team we always punk.
They are good.
The
they're
first place
in
Twins,
the
exactly.
Yes, they're first place in the Central, but they're 8 games back of the Yankees. The Yankees are supposed to be elite. They're supposed to be.
The Twins are a pretty decent ball club.
Okay.
They really are.
I know they are.
I mean, they're not the Pirates. They're not some of these dump teams like the Nats. They're fine.
Okay. Their division is powerful.
I understand that. Let's get Robert in Point Pleasant.
White Sox.
What's up there? Oh, White. How about La Russa yesterday? Hey, 1 and 2. Let's walk them.
Exactly.
Robert, what's happening, buddy? How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, Robert?
Ooh, what's up, dude?
Yeah, I just got to call you out. Man, he's no all-star, and he's, in fact, he's making more than the whole Yankees staff put together.
Okay.
He's got the highest ERA on the Yankees staff.
I was called out. Ooh. However do I survive? Ooh. You called me out.
I take over him. Maybe Ty Young. He's been shaky, you know.
Geez. Here we go.
Sub 2 ERA. Sub 2 ERA. There's no way. There's no way I'm taking Cole right now. He's an all-star by name only.
Okay. Oh, by the way, Robert, before we let you go, Rangers, do they have a chance? Are they going to come back and win the series? We're going to take a poll. Hey, Hoff, do me a favor. All show, I want a total poll, yes or no, Rangers coming back to win the series. What's up?
I say they lose in 7.
Oof. Okay, Robert. Appreciate the call
7
there,
at
buddy.
home. Oh, that's rough, dude.
Boy, that would be rougher than just going quietly in Game 6.
I agree.
If that's the case, just lose.
I know.
877-337-6666.
If you're going to vote that the Rangers are going to lose, have them lose in 6.
Yes.
In Tampa.
Boy, that would be torturous,
that would be
man.
brutal.
Kyle's in Bridgewater, New Jersey. Kyle, what's happening, buddy? You're on the Fan, Tiki and Tierney.
What's up, guys? How are you?
What's
good,
up,
Kyle?
dude?
I don't know. I got absolutely no faith in Gerrit Cole in a big game. I think he's too much of a head case. He gets himself too worked up, and if anything bad happens, he cannot get refocused again. Whereas Nestor, I think, is a little more calm, cool, and collective, and can get himself back together if he hits any. I mean, Gerrit Cole had a bad strike called against him, and it completely fell apart.
Yeah.
Last night, once he hit that third hole, I'm like, there's no way this guy's going to get it back together. He's done. He's just going to fall apart here.
Mm-hmm.
I have no faith in him, man. I just don't.
Yeah.
I think you paid him way too much money. I don't know.
Here we go with the money again.
Well, I mean, money
That's
though.
a big point, Brandon. That's a big thing. You know, you pay him all this money, and now you're nickel and diamond judge.
Well, no, hold on. Now, Kyle, here. Listen, Kyle,
They're not,
I get that.
They're not related, but the principle is
they're
similar.
not related yet. If Judge flees, well, then they might be related, but he's not going anywhere. I get it. Listen, the guy's making a lot of bank. Like Lindor.
And by the way, that's why Lindor gets so criticized by.
But Lindor's first season was awful.
Yeah.
Cole's first season was terrific for the Yankees. It's not the same.
Until it mattered.
But last year wasn't his first season.
Oh, you mean?
Since day one, Gerrit Cole's been a pretty damn good Yankee.
Yeah,
It's funny because I forget 20 because 20 was such a weird year. I forget that Gerrit Cole was
I think
actually
we all
a
want to
Yankee.
forget 2020.
I know, but I almost forget he was a Yankee in 2020.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Sorry, guys.
It's all good.
Tell me one big game that Cole has come through on.
Did you see it? I thought the game at Houston last year was pretty damn important to him. How did he pitch that night?
For him, for his psyche, but not for the Yankees.
But if he didn't have, listen, if you're telling me that he is and I don't want to put words in your mouth here, Kyle. So if I'm off base, you check me. Because Tiki's kind of insinuating this as well. So you check me if you have to as well, Tiki. Anybody can check me. Here's the thing: if you guys
wreck yourself,
if you guys don't believe that Gerrit Cole is wired for big moments or whatever, I don't think that number one, I don't think it's accurate, nor do I think it's fair. And I can point to a multitude of games, including the last Rays game, not to mention the game against the Astros when he goes to Houston against the team he left, where he was in the middle of an alleged cheating scandal, and he was phenomenal.
Yeah, but that wasn't big for the Yankees.
But it was big for him.
Yeah, but big for him, big for the Yankees.
I care about the Yankees.
But they're intertwined, Kyle.
I get it.
Yeah. And by the way, before you go, Rangers are going to come back and win this thing. We're taking the poll. What do you got? Going to win or lose?
I think if they win in Tampa, they will win the series.
Okay, but do you think they will win in Tampa?
I do.
Okay, there you go. Right. Okay.
So
nice,
so Rangers in 7.
So we got 1-1. Are you keeping these notes there, Mr. Mr. Huff?
1-1. I might have to get a little detail on this too. So Rangers, because the first caller said Lightning in 7.
Oh, so you want Huff to actually have like Rangers in 7?
We need brackets now. That's too much, guys.
Lightning in 7.
You go from doing no work to maybe doing something.
I got it.
Let
Lightning in 7, Rangers in 7.
On the show. Let's get Phyllis up in the Bronx. Phyllis is on the Fan. Phyllis.
How are you?
We're good, Phyllis.
Good, guys. How's it going?
Awesome. You sound incredibly chipper.
I know. It's Friday. You ain't got no job.
You got nothing to do.
No, I was just listening to you guys. You sound great all the time. No, I agree with Nestor versus Cole. It's just that he makes so much more money, and it was kind of embarrassing. I mean, 3 homers in a row. I mean, oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, that was gross, Phyllis. I can't lie to you. But,
there's no way to spin
that. That was repulsive.
There's no way to spin that. There's no way at all.
No, there is none. The only difference is I think I trust Nestor more than I trust Cole.
Why?
I don't know. He seems more controlled.
Okay.
And I don't know.
I'll tell you why
Cole
I do.
Cole has a lot to prove because he's making all this money. I think the money really is a factor for him. He just probably feels like I make all this money and I have to make good on this. But Nestor seems more, in control. I like his demeanor. I love his mustache. And,
Phyllis, you like the mustache?
I do.
Is it coming back, Phyllis? Tell us, is it coming back? Because there's a lot of guys that have it now.
I know.
I'm serious.
I kind of like it. Oh my God, Don Mattingly. He's like my
Donnie,
favorite
that's
Yankee
the best
of
mustache.
all
That's a
time.
glorious mustache.
BT,
Donnie's.
appreciate your call, Phyllis. Have a
No, you got to get the Rangers.
Rangers,
Let me handle this, will you? Come
Rangers,
on.
Lightning.
Okay, so for me, I love the Rangers as well. I think
7?
you do have to win an away game to bring it home to the Garden.
So
I mean,
Rangers
that's
in 7.
important.
Rangers in 7. Is that where we're going?
I think so.
All right, Phyllis.
I think so.
Have a great weekend. By the way, if I can get if I was able to collect a little scrap of Mattingly's mustache, I would plant it and grow it in my backyard. I really would.
Dude, let's grow
mustache.
Let's grow stashes.
Nah, man, I'm not a mustache guy. I'm a facial hair guy. I think mustaches are horrendous.
Let's do a stash.
No way.
The next bet is it's over a stash.
Oh.
The next bet is over.
I never turned down a bet with my partner.
But we got to figure out the bet. We're not doing it yet.
No, not yet.
But the next bet will be
maybe it's something around Gerrit Cole.
Maybe
it's something around Gerrit Cole.
Over a stash.
Maybe if it makes the All-Star game. Does he get a stash?
He's going to make the All-Star game.
Are you
the
sure?
All-Star team. Yes.
Have you watched him yesterday?
Not performance-based.
Yeah, that's...
Hey, Hoff, you got your own issues. Lindor's won for his last 12. Bassett's ERA is 7.42 in his last 8 starts. Get back in your hole.
Hey, but
your Rangers lost.
We don't need to see... We're not going to see Noah Syndergaard, so we're fine now. We're good.
What a wuss move.
I know.
Yeah.
I wanted to see the Mets light him up. What a wuss move by Nevin.
That is so weak.
Atrocious.
Can I get back to the question? You said you collect his mustache? Are you one of those guys that collect dirt too from the stadium?
No, but Mattingly's that's a rarefied. That's different. I would take remnants of a stash, plant it, water it every single day, and kneel in front of it and watch it grow. That's what I would do with Mattingly's mustache.
Actually coming back. I gotta do some
If you're a
research
woman,
on
I don't know how you kiss the stash. I mean, it's gross. I don't know. It's don't know.